Bye.
We are live here at Hard Rock MMA 104 in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. We appreciate you tuning in live via livesportscaster.com. We have our third fight ahead of us. Walking to the cage now, we have Eric Parks from Apex. Apex is James London's gym in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. You see James London over in the corner with him. You can probably help me with some of the names of his cornermen.
No, I don't know any of those people.
Oh, okay. Of course, James London.
Yeah, randoms. I don't know who any of those people are. What's up, buddy?
Coming to the cage now, we have Stephen Wagner of Louisville Combat Academy. Alex, this is pitting Apex, which is in Shepherdsville, Kentucky, just south of Louisville, against Louisville Combat Academy. So basically two Louisville gyms matched up against each other.
Well, Shepherdsville doesn't count.
Doesn't count as a Louisville gym?
They're Bullitt County. But close enough.
Got Adrian Jenkins over there in the corner for Stephen Wagner. Wagner was very impressive in his first win.
Super impressive. And Wagner's a kid that's been around the Louisville MMA scene for years and years, almost as long as I have. I had no clue that he was as young as he was. I thought he was close in age to me. He's like 20 years old. He's just been training since he was a teenager and always looked like this. Eric Parks 0-1, his only fight and loss to Stephen's teammate, Carice Vaughn.
With an MMA record of 1 win and no losses. Weighing in at 144 pounds, representing Louisville Combat Academy from Louisville, Kentucky, Stephen Wagner.
Stephen Wagner's a teammate of, among others, Graham Gordon, Carice Vaughn, and of course Brandon Bishop, who fights later tonight.
All the Ferguson brothers. Good body kick there from Stephen. He's good and long. Eric Parks biding his time. He's putting his chin straight up in the air. If Stephen comes with a straight left, he's going to catch. Almost right on cue. Eric doing a good job of trying to time that out, throwing 3 punches back. He's throwing half punches. I'd like to see Stephen go back to that body kick again. There we are.
Everything seems to be on cue for you, with you calling it out.
Good rear teeth there from Stephen. Eric doing a good job of catching it, however. He's just feeling with the jab, Eric is. We need to make something happen with it. It's got to be assertive. Telegraphing that. Maybe he wants to clinch. Stephen with the right side underhook. Now Stephen with double unders, I believe. No, he's got over-unders here. Eric doing a good job of holding Stephen on the cage thus far. Stephen doing a good job of getting off. Good knee there from Stephen Wagner. Parks is he's keen to bring his head low there. Stephen brings his left knee high. It's going to be bad news. That was a good knee from Doc Parks. Steven's on his feet still. Everything's good.
Unhook his leg, Doc. We don't need that. Good.
Park's about to step through erroneously and go to his back. Steven will back trip him if he tries to step through there because he has no overhook or no underhooks. He has overhooks rather.
Push his wrist down. Right hand, push his wrist down. Hey. Good. Yep. Go to the head. Go to the head. Right hand
Looks like
back,
Steven's
right
got a
hand
good
back.
body lock here now. See if he can lift and return to the mat.
Good.
If Park steps through with that, he's going to his back.
Leg out and now let's work to get off the cage.
He does a good job of turning back the other way. Short time.
It's okay. Relax, Doc. Breathe.
Good break there from Steven.
Good first
Good
round in the
action.
books.
That's Wagner's round.
Wagner's round, but Doc didn't look bad.
No, he didn't look terrible. I think he landed a knee. But he did do a fair enough job of controlling Steven on the cage in spurts. But once Steven was able to circle off, get his back off the cage, he was almost doing whatever he wanted. He was dominating the ties. It just looked like like Steven didn't exactly know what he wanted to do there. But I know Adrian Jenkins fairly well. I know he's telling him exactly what to do. I'll be surprised if Steven doesn't come out and do exactly what he should. Adrian's a legend in Louisville MMA. No pun intended.
He fought not that long ago. I don't know if he'd want to be called. I mean, he's not that old.
No, you don't have to be old to be a legend.
Okay. Well, by that token, the Fergusons are certainly legends also.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Heck of a gym Stephen Wagner's coming up in.
Yes, absolutely. If anybody's near the Dixie Highway area, Louisville, looking for a good gym to train, Louisville Combat Academy, 10105 Dixie Highway, 541-2773.
Wow, that was nice. Didn't he wasn't even reading that off anything
No,
for the record.
off the top of my head. I'll send that invoice to you later, Adrian.
Round 2 underway. They did touch gloves at the center.
Steven timing that straight left.
Trying to identify and capitalize on possibly Park's chin being up.
Yeah, he's not keeping it up like we saw the last fight. He tucks low when he gets ready to fight, and then he gets loose. He brings it straight up in the air like that.
Gotta make him pay for that kick, Doc. Ready to step in on it.
Did Doc Parks
Okay.
connect?
It looked like Steven tripped, but I believe Parks did connect on some follow-up punches there. Looked like maybe Steven stepped on Parks' foot, lost his footing. Good inside kick from Parks there.
Go get him again, Doc. Circle left. That's where we circle it.
Steven bobbing his mouthpiece in and out. Hope he's not tired. I don't believe that he is, but sometimes that's a sign of it.
All right, here we go, Doc. Good now. We're recovering.
More of the same from the first round. See Stephen Wagner taking this to the cage where he seems to control the position.
Yeah, and it's not exciting. It's not the most fun for this Elizabethtown crowd to watch. But I've been in those fights where it's one guy on the cage, one guy pummeling. Steven can keep this fight here for the rest of the fight and win. If Steven just peeks his head out to his right side, Parks has nothing to stop him from taking his back. Let go of that ankle. Get your head out.
Parks does have an underhook there. Well, he did.
Yeah, he did. He gave it up to jab to the body. Parks is corner calling for short punches with his back on the cage. That's an interesting strategy rather than pummeling. Jab body kick from Steven.
1, 1, 2, 3, 2. You got options. Let him go.
That looked like an elbow.
Let's go, Doc. You got to work right here. Turn. Good. Turn again, Doc. Doc, cross face to the left.
Steven dominating the position here. Graham Gordon yells out 10 seconds, and Steven breaks off and throws. Late shot. It's okay. It was a mistake. No big deal.
Looks like Parks did get a shot in right at the end.
Yeah, he's having fleeting moments of success, but the overall body of work is being dominated by Steven Wagner.
What did you think of referee John House saying taking him away from the cage, putting him back at the center of the cage?
I don't disagree with it.
It's good for action.
Yeah, it's what this crowd wants to see. Neither guy was really advancing, trying to take anybody down or punching.
You don't always see a referee do that.
No. Sometimes they'll let them sit there all night. But the thing that nobody understands in this crowd is that the person with the best view of the action is the referee. He understands what's going on in there better than any of you or me. John House has been refereeing fights for as long as I can remember.
Doc Parks working on getting this crowd all riled up.
Rile them up with your technique, not with your 90-second break. Make something happen in the fight to rile them up. Three more minutes and we'll have a winner. Touch the gloves, final round.
Let him fly. He's setting it up, Doc. There you go. You go that way.
Parks corner calling out correct information, telling him you go that way, you circle that way, beat him to it. It's the right thing to say. Good head move.
Yeah,
good head move by
head,
Parks here.
good head
He
movement.
landed that. Every one of those punches landed. Something may have changed here for him.
Go. Now you go get some.
That
Wow.
landed as well. 3-2 from Wagner. He closed the distance. Graham Gordon calling for punches, says he's hurt.
Everything you do, both hands.
Looks like over-unders for these guys here.
More of the same from the first two rounds where we end up seeing it against the cage, Alex.
Yeah, Steven got in a small amount of trouble there for a minute, and he came right back. He used his punches to close the distance, and he knows he's dominating on the cage. He's doing whatever he wants here. He's not getting turned off the cage.
You got to get off the cage so we can get back to throwing. Set up the choke.
Good knee there from Steven Wagner.
Let him go, Doc. Let him go.
Parks got one hand on the neck there. Wagner realizes it immediately, gets his head up high, fights the handoff, and gets up out of there. He's good. Mouthpiece hanging out again for Wagner. I hope he's okay. I hope he's got 2 more minutes of fight in him. Parks walking forward now. He knows he has to stop this fight.
He's swinging for it. He is trying.
Yeah. He's not circling, however.
Hey, go for it now. You got to work because we can't sit here. Come on, Doc. Hold your arm out. You got to put your right arm. Pass his left arm to your right. Yes. Knee.
That's good information there from Parks' corner, telling him use your right knee to free your arm. Clear, concise, to the point. Unfortunately, it looks like it's too little too late. Steven giving his all for one takedown. Body lock, secures the takedown. Just as time ends. Great fight. Good job, guys. Adrian saying, get up.
I saw that. Yeah.
Get up. You're not going to slack off on Adrian Jenkins.
No, he doesn't like seeing that.
Nope.
Ladies and gentlemen, we